Hey guys, welcome back to Mod and Pop Thrift. My name is Tom. I'm an eBay reseller and I'm a full-time stay-at-home dad for my 6 kids. And if you guys were following me on the other channel, I am down 35 pounds since Ruby was born in October. So that's fantastic. I'm excited about that. I'm not doing the work. I never finished the workout because my wife got super sick, so I did this workout challenge and never got to the end of it. I haven't been doing as much working out. I need to add that back in. This is all a tangent. Anyway, but I've been eating significantly better and it's making a lot of difference. Sunday was not a good sales day. Today's Monday and I have a whole bunch of what sold's recorded, but I don't have any posted in the last week. So before you see this one, I'll have to edit that one, but it's not up yet. Today's Monday. Sunday was like $70 in sales, not really good. But the last couple of days, the days before that have been pretty good. I feel like the ship's turning around. This I think I bought this at the retro truckload sale in October, and I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's an Empire Strikes Back Stormtrooper Flag, and it is from 1996. New in the package, obviously, but like it's kind of an odd duck kind of thing. I didn't pay much for it. It sold for $14 free shipping. We talked about these NASCAR cars a handful of times, and there's actually 2 lots of these NASCAR cars that are good or that have sold. These ones are gold in color, and so these things are designed in the 90s to be collectible. Nobody took them out and played with them. Nobody has any nostalgia for them. All the ones that still exist almost exclusively are still in the package because somebody bought them to think that by now they would have some value. That's not the kind of thing that gains value. We know now that the kind of things that gain value as collectibles are nostalgic things that people played with. And then in really great condition, they can be rare because people opened them and got rid of the packaging and played with them. Think Pokemon cards. Were not designed to be collected, and the ones that are out now, people are collecting, so they're not going to be worth anything when my kids are older. But the ones from 96, 97, 98, nobody was keeping those. They were just kids playing with them, and so there's nostalgia and there's a rarity to the collectability, to the condition, because they were used a lot. So these are not good. NASCAR cars that were designed to be collectible, almost exclusively not great. I didn't pay much of anything for these. Sometimes the bigger die-cast ones can do well, especially like a Franklin Mint, something like a higher one that would have been expensive to start with. But you don't buy NASCAR cars new on card die-casts from the last 20 years. Almost none of them, even though like Hot Wheels. There are exceptions to everything, but as a rule, as a generalization, those are not worth anything. $10 free shipping. Had them in the store for $15. They'd sat around a long time, and obviously you can tell I'm not impressed with them. So if somebody wanted to give me some amount of money, we'll get them moved. I paid $3 for this Grand Ole Opry. 3-stripe vintage snapbacks can do exceptionally well depending on the subject matter. This one is not a great brand. I think the brand on these is, let's start at Sun, something like that. Anyway, 3 stripers. If you find like Pepsi or gas and oil, sodas and gas and oil are the ones that do pretty well on these 3 stripers. This Grand Ole Opry I got it at the end of summer garage sales last year, I think, or it might have been this spring. Anyway, I paid $3. It sold for $27 free shipping. This I've had for a long time. I thought these would do well. I paid $2 a piece for these Nintendo official t-shirts, but they're from the New York store. And at the time, Animal Crossing was super in everybody's face because they just released a new one, and I thought they would sell quick. They did not. Sold for $8 plus shipping, so definitely not worth picking up. Modern Nintendo shirts aren't great most of the time. I did buy some Donkey Kong ones that do fairly well. More NASCAR made to be collectible McDonald's Trucks this time. 4 of them. They came in the same lot as those other ones. I paid like $10 for like like 25 or 30 cars. And so I have nothing into them. I low bid on high bid auction thinking, oh, they won't sell for that. And I ended up getting them because everybody knows they're kind of not worth anything. $15, free shipping. The last one of these, I had like 18 of them. It's a light that goes inside a particular refrigerator. Came from the store buyout where I bought somebody's the remainder of their eBay store, all the items for $1 a piece. And those sold. I sold a bunch of them for $17.99, and then I raised the price to $19.99, and that one sold for $19.99, free shipping. And we're making good money. This game was listed forever for $42, and then I was like, why is that the last one of that huge lot to sell? I don't understand. All the rest of them sold really fast. And I went to pricecharting.com and found that it was only worth like $27. And so when somebody sent me a $20 offer, I countered at $24, and it sold within the day of lowering the price to a reasonable price. For some reason, I was way overpriced on it, which I tend to not do. Coffee carafes. I liked the brand Cuisinart. I feel like they sell well. I found 3 of these all at the same time for $1 a piece, and I'm like, Cuisinart coffee carafes, somebody's gonna bust this and need one. And I was right. $21.60 plus shipping. Not that hard to ship if you have the right box. Zippos. Zippo. If you have opportunity to run into a bunch of lighters, Zippo is a good one to keep an eye on and to know. Like if you think about Levi's, you can look at Levi's, the different thing on the pockets and the Levi's Big E and that kind of stuff, and know some of the telltale signs of what makes an older pair of Levi's. The different scripts and the different hash marks on the bottom of this, you can tell exactly what year this is from with the the right chart showing you what to look for. And then if you think you got a big money Zippo ones, inserts are known to be replaced. If this thing goes bad, sometimes in the 70s and 80s, for sure, you could definitely buy just a replacement, and there was third-party replacement pieces, so you want to make sure you have the right insert. Also, it doesn't kill the value, but it definitely lowers the value, and you don't want to sell it as something that it is not. This was a whatnot? No, this was also high bid. I got a bunch of lighters for $40 because I knew this one was a decent Zippo. And it sold for $24 all by itself, free shipping. Not doing super hot on those lighters. They're not moving as fast as I'd hope they would. We went to the last video that I posted. I guess when you guys are seeing this, there'll be one what sold between here and there. The last picking video, I picked up some hats. This one being maybe the most desirable, but not the most valuable. These scripts, if it's cursive writing and just the city that the team is in and then the team name's in cursive, that is a desirable hat almost every time. If it's sports specialties, then it is a very desirable hat. Should be 100% wool. One size fits all. Let's see. Doesn't say 100% wool. This should be 100% wool. Anyway, and this one is not super duper clean, and I didn't clean it. The Terapeak, there were none of this one listed. There were 3 sold, and all of the solds were like 100, best offer accepted. So I put mine at 100, and then I went and looked at the Terapeak, and the Terapeaks, all of them sold at $85. So I put my best offer at $85, and it took a day and a half, and somebody gave me $85 for this hat that I paid $1 for this week. And I like that. And I've got the best hat is not like iconic script, and so it's going to take the right buyer to want to pay me like $150 for that hat, but we're going to hold out and see if we can't get a good deal of money for that hat. It's rare and it's nice, but it's not iconic quite the way that one is. Cool hat. Anyway, I think all of the listed ones on eBay right now are 250 plus. There weren't any sold on Terapeak, but I found a sold somewhere for like 149. So I put mine at 185 because I think mine's the only one you could buy under $200 on the whole of the internet, as far as I can tell. So, but it's not like people are lining up to buy them either. So I put mine at 185 and take 150, and we'll see what happens. This Cracklator, I had it in my storage bin, and something must have fell on top of it, scratched the face up. It had sold for $25. I paid $4. I messaged the guy, hey, I'm going to cancel this order. This is broken. And so I ended it, and I listed it again for $15 plus shipping. Somebody offered me 10. I countered at 13. They countered at 12. I took it because it's making money, and it is a broken thing now. So they said they're going to replace the screen, so it will have some new life. Travis Matthews, oddly enough, the same day, right across the street from where I picked up this Grand Ole Opry hat. Travis Matthews, this does not have any marks on it, but it's not like a it's not a flashy polo. It's a collared button up, almost looks like a work shirt. But it did not fit me, not at the time. Maybe it would fit me now. It is a 2XL, and I don't have any love for Travis Matthews necessarily, but anyway, I paid like $3 for it, and it eventually sold for $15 free shipping. Probably wouldn't pick it up again. This Bears hat, a lot of hats sell to people in Asian islands, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia. That's where a lot of really high-end hats go. This one isn't really high-end, but it's a rarer Bears hat. I paid $1 for it the same day I paid $1 for the Vikings one, and I put it up for $35 and took a $33.50 offer because I might as well. If I'm willing to take $35, why hold out for the extra $1.50? I don't know why the guy wouldn't be willing to pay the $1.50, but $1.50 American is probably quite a bit of money to somebody in Malaysia, I would think. I don't know what the exchange rate is. But anyway, I wasn't trying to hold out for the extra $1.50. This is going to the Philippines. And the buyer put up this note, please ship it as soon as possible. Don't use a box. I'm going to use a box. I think the idea is they're using a freight forwarder who is going to charge them to ship it to them once it arrives at the freight forwarder. And if I put 3 rocks in a 12 by 12 by 12 box with this, it's going to cost them a fortune to get it shipped from the freight forwarder to the Philippines. But if I put it in a 4 by 8 by 6 box and get it to them in good shape, that's the right way to do it, even if they request to not have a box. You should always ship hats in a box. Paid $3 for a big box of golf stuff. I ended up just getting a couple of boxes out of them. These are Top Flight, and it's 4 boxes, and they're yellow balls, and they sold for $15 free shipping. But that was a box where I paid $3 and I got like 6 listings out of it. Bought this guy at a little bit sight unseen from somebody that I knew. I'm like, oh, I got this Genie that is, new in the box. Okay, cool. I'll give you $8 for it. And then they brought it to our meetup place, which is, it's a weird scenario. But like, the box is beat. And it's not new in the box. It's sealed on the top, but they opened it from the bottom, and you can tell it's been out of the package. And the box, like the figure itself, has like mildew on it. You can't see it through with all of this. But I'm being beckoned to see a creepy spider. But look at these pictures. So see, that's not new in the box. That's That's not in good shape, but I was buying it with a bunch of other stuff and I didn't want to hassle with trying to negotiate that either out or down or whatever. And anyway, I think I paid $8, sold for $13 plus shipping. So not a ton of profit. And it took forever for me to get it listed because I took it out of the box, cleaned everything, kind of taped stuff back together to put it back in the box right. Not worth the extra effort. And Desiree and I was having a conversation about that while I was doing it. I was like, this isn't worth the effort of the money that it's going to cost to get this thing that I'm going to get out of it to get it back to right. But like, I love old toys and the stuff, especially the stuff that's still in the packaging, and the packaging exists. And so a little bit of a labor of love to get this thing back to as right as it would be, and then sell it for what I can get for it, and make a little bit of profit, not a ton. VIP Caterpillar hat. These leaves are known as scrambled eggs, and I don't know why. But these are, so this is a scrambled egg, gold thread, Caterpillar VIP hat. A hat you see quite a bit around here. I actually have another one in my store. This one sold for, was an ended sale similar this week. Sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Velveteen. I think I got this off of Whatnot. Wouldn't have paid very much for it. Velveteen is a collectible tag. I don't see it a lot. I actually had 2 this week, but including this one. This has been around for a long, long time. Ohio State, the Ohio State University. Of course, this doesn't say university. That could just be script and say Ohio, which is a state. It could be not affiliated and thus a bootleg, but it's old enough that I don't think it matters. Anyway, I sold it for $20 plus shipping for this vintage Ohio State sweatshirt. College sweatshirts do well. If you consider $20 plus shipping well for something I probably didn't pay $3 or $4. I didn't pay more than $5 for. And a couple of, dang it, I pulled the wrong one. NBA Jam Tournament Edition, but it's the label's awful. So that, and not this one, Toy Story 2, Toy Story for the Super Nintendo, because that wasn't worth hardly much of anything, and this one had damaged labels, so I lotted them together. $19 free shipping for those two. I gotta go get the right one and put this one back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thanks for following and clicking the bell. We'll see you on the next one.